So if I had to jump on right away, that's why you guys are not running shit. That's why I'm not in the army and shit. When you're told shit, you just started going redneck and denying shit. Now look at Bitcoin now, right? And you're going around, you're doing wrong shit, you're freaking out. When you're told something, it's not all funny farm shit. That's what I'm saying. And now you guys are gonna wish like a dial-up you can get into it. I got squeezed out. It sucks. And what is it at now? It's fucking doubled. I was in at 77. Okay, and I'll leave this on too. So anyways, that's what happens when you're doing shit, you're not hearing shit, and you're just doing shit the regular way. So now they're using all this codes. It's true, I got locked out. My mom was telling me, phone them, and I've talked to them online. You know, I can't get back in. I unfortunately I had a number that was deleted, right? It was too expensive to keep going. It was like a couple $100 almost. So of course, now I'm locked out of my email. That's old email, locked out of that. It's because there's too much security, right? So now it's at 145. Dudes are laughing. Once again, a guy like me jumps in. I would be, if I could maintain it and shit by now too. But they took my cell phone and shit too. They were watching it too. I seen the guy that did it too. It's that zoo guy. And you're arrogant. You have a hubris issue. You think you're just da-da-da-da-da. Look at it now, right? A couple years down. Now what do, right? I could have had 10 grand. 10 grand sitting there. And I don't know how to get back into it. They're saying they're doing this weird authentication codes now. That wasn't when I did it. That wasn't, I got into it. I have a video of it. I was 2001. I put over 5 grand into it. So now it's doubled. I would have had over 10 grand. I could have got all this shit even, right? So now I don't know what to do. They're telling me this and that. Yeah, that was years ago, right? Their buddy did that and shit. So now there's a guy like me gets locked out again off this opportunity. Everyone thinks dudes are crazy arguing. Again, they're belittling. They don't know shit. So that's why there's certain guys in the army that's running shit, because they know dudes are going to be butthurt after. And it's going up. It's going up still. I don't even have a phone. I do have an ID and shit. So while you guys are sitting around messing around, they're going to get dragged in, going around thinking dudes are rich too and they can touch shit. You'll end up like ghosts. There'll be dudes looking for your wallets and shit. You're not close. You're not close. This is how G gets lost and shit. You know, you get them in, they do all this weird bug shit and errors and shit, and they're running around bull stagging and bull biting until the bull comes in. They weren't thinking they're like a pup. They have to bite in. They can't even control their own shit. Because they have to bite in. They don't know anything. See what happens when they don't know anything, and I'm lifting. They say this and that. They're like me when I was 19. Now my vocabulary's higher. There's script. I'm kind of a comedy guy too. I'm rapping too, so I can't take things serious. There's a lot of shit dudes say too in rap that's crazy, and they're gonna not take dudes serious. You only have your word, right? So if your word is always goofy and shit, has nothing in it, or is incorrect, you'll be in the shredders. They ended up in the shredders. They're blowing dog cock. They're blowing turtle cock as quantum. That's why Jesus was pressed out. They're a bird trap. They're going around arrogant and thinking about uprooting guys because they're jealous. That's not how it works. They run into weight. See, guys like me, so much squeeze power, we end up squeezed out anyways. Dudes with blowing their limit and shit. They got to get into this window now. If it's even, I doubt it's even there. You know, I would have had over 10 grand. You know, the buddies, I could have maintained it, but my shit disappeared like it was ghost, and dudes are jealous. See, they're jealous. They can't run shit, and they're on a resize bar. I would have had shit. I could have been 30, 40K by now. And you're on a material bar. You're doing this and that. You got to sacrifice shit first. And see, even guys like me get squeezed out on plans and shit because of doubt, and dudes gotta try to they have ego, they got to put in what they say, but they say shit they don't know the difference after, because some of it's incorrect and arrogant. Just like my grandma said, oh, that's not blah, blah, that's a scam and blah, blah, blah. Look at it now. It's rapidly increased and shit. So, you know, I'm sitting here, I got to suck it up. I'm still eating good and shit. I got games and shit. But, you know, when things get older, you're not thinking about dudes. You know, that's why you crash more. My catch is massive. You got out-tugged by hog. You're just pups. You lack the faith. You have no beliefs. You're just like a bunch of other rednecks. No wonder why you're in it. You have no comedy or economy experience. You're just doing shit out of your own nonsense and shit. You go down like dog shit. So here I am lifting. You're feeling the effects of lifting. So how can I get back into this shit? Dudes say they'll give me money and shit too, borrow shit. You're out of it. You were worried about this and that, like the bootleg album and shit. And then you're going to walk in, you're going to blow your money, and you're going to be looking for more and shit, and you're taking buddies. You're not even number one. You get BB'd. That's the thing. They're like a puppy. They don't know the difference. Look at Bitcoin now. Now I got to suck it up. So that's why you wonder why I'm getting mad and shit, and you're running around. You think laws don't exist. These laws will catch up. Guys like me will be mad. We'll be prying in there. Look at all the scams and deep fake that come with it too. So you got to think, and they think dudes are pussies. I've outbenched you. I've been supporting this shit too. So that's the crazy thing, right? And that's the thing about business and stocks and shit. People won't know what to do. They'll think it's a fucking scam. And they'll want to get on the train after. You're squeezed out. You got to bite in. You're bitching and shit. You want to kill yourself and shit, you know. And that's the reason why. Dudes are talking themselves too. They can be thinking something. You don't know that. You think he's crazy. You just think blah, 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 blah. Look at it now. Terminator outpresses the RoboCop. I'm into that. I'm doing all these games. And they thought dudes were out-tugged. We got enough stone to bury them 40 plus years. And they think things are just shut down and whited out and shit. It's actually going up. That's the thing. That's what happens. You get pressed out. They can't even take a little bit of pressure, see? And they come in as an off species.